Hello everyone. I'll start by saying that I just made a nice long video and somebody called me on my mobile because I'm using my iPhone, and it took me off guard and it's made my video higgledy-piggledy, so I'm just redoing it now. Zav's gone out to a party and I'm at home bored, so I just thought I'd give you a quick update. Just to let you know that I have decided to go with this cycle. I'm not doing any more tests. I've had a thyroid test this week and it's come back normal. That's the full profile, everything's thyroid related, and it's come back normal. My clinic, in brief, has agreed to give me steroids on this cycle to prevent miscarriage in regards to natural killer cells. For those that don't know what that is, there's few studies, but there isn't enough for my clinic to warrant having tests there. I would have had to have paid some other clinic to test me for these cells, natural killer cells. Some studies that say that you have anyone that has elevated natural killer cells in their body, which are there to attack cold viruses and anything like that, and even cancer, things like that. But some people have an elevated amount of these cells, which can cause miscarriage by these cells attacking any embryos that are trying to implant on the womb. So that can be the cause, and this is what they have tested some people for. And the treatment for that is steroids in some cases that I've seen, and some other things, maybe a different variety or different name of steroids, but mainly steroids, I think. My clinic has agreed to give me a low dose steroids rather than me going to pay all this money to have tests, which would delay my cycle and everything like that. So I'm going along with it. He has explained to me some side effects, but he's also said that this is something that you can't be taking long term, but it wouldn't be long term because it's only just for a short time while your baby gets to placenta stage, which is 12 weeks, I think. But either way, I'm going to be put on that, so I'm not doing any tests. I'm not worrying about paying for them, which is good. I just need to worry about my funding for this cycle, not upsetting the apple cart of the people that are funding this cycle, going along with it, being positive. I'm getting these steroids now for that. Another thing that can cause miscarriage is the clotting issue and the gene that I've got, which is the MTHFR. That's been dealt with because I'm on heparin now, which is a blood thinning injection, so that will keep the blood nice and thin for no clots, as well as aspirin. And the MTHFR gene causes you to not be able to break down and absorb things like folic acid and vitamins. So they've put me on a higher dose, as you probably know, of folic acid on top of what I'm taking, Prednisilone and everything like that. So, and they did a blood test before to check my levels of the vitamins in the blood that you need to sustain a pregnancy, and that's all normal. So the only thing that I've not been tested for, cleared for, treated for, offered medicines for, whatever, for this cycle is a genetic issue. If you've got problems between you and your partner or yourself, or however it works, with your chromosomes, there's no cure to that. You can't get treated for having, it's just part of your DNA, it's part of your genes, and you can't change that. The only thing that I've read up that they can do, which my clinic don't do, so it wouldn't be an opportunity, I wouldn't have the opportunity to do it, is to have obviously the blood tests to check your chromosomes between yourself and your partner. To then you go through the IVF as normal. When you get to the egg collection stage, they'll fertilise the eggs, and as soon as they turn into 4 or 5, 6 cell embryo, I don't know what variety it has to be, they will remove a cell of each embryo. They will test them and test to see the chromosomes of them, and then the ones that have issues would be discarded because they chromosomally could cause problems later down the line with miscarriage, and the ones that are viable, they would be the ones that they would want to transfer. So that could be an option. It's called pre-genetic diagnosis, which is PGD, and only certain clinics do it, and it costs a lot of money. So for me, with this cycle, I can't really do that, and I'm not worrying about it right now. I'm just going with what I know and what I can change and what I can sort, you know, for this cycle. And the longer that I delay it, the less likely they're going to be willing to continue to fund me down the line, because I've got to do this one last cycle and my funding runs out by September. But obviously, having a transfer in August, my last fresh transfer, I'm not going to be in a position to have any subsequent frozen ones funded. But they said that if I did have a miscarriage or it didn't work or anything like that, they might be able to write to the people that fund me and say, she's still got frozen eggs, can you fund her for this one last time, you know, and then go from there. So I'm feeling really positive. And they also said that they've got some new incubators at the clinic which have raised success to 60% now. They only put one embryo back because they tried to put more than one in two ladies, simply because their blastocysts weren't as good quality. But even with that being said, they both ended up with twins. So now they're like, you know, they have complete confidence in the development of their embryos. And most of them are going to blastocysts, and the ones that aren't, like the odd ones that aren't, obviously weren't going to get there anyway in the womb, because they've made the incubator so similar to the womb, and so, you know, well, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, they're really confident about their new bits and pieces at the clinic. So yeah, I'm really confident, and they're really confident. They keep saying, you've fallen pregnant twice, so whatever the issue is, you know, we're going to sort it out. And the culture of the embryos it's brilliant now, so they're just really hoping that this one's the one. So as am I. Obviously, I'm going to be having a period around the 4th, 5th, 6th of this month, if my cycle's normal, which will mean that I start my injections for buserelin around the 25th of July, and then from then I'll do a couple of weeks of menopur, which will stimulate my ovaries to produce eggs. And I'm guessing around the week of the 13th of August or the following week, I'll be having egg collection. But if it's a 5-day transfer, I'll have an egg collection 1 week, and then 5 days later the transfer. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah, so August is my transfer date. Transfer month. So yeah, I'm just excited and looking forward now to that. One last thing. On cycle day 13 this month, I'd been doing from 13, cycle day 20, well, since cycle day 16, I was doing OPKs. And finally, on day 21, the first time ever, I got my positive OPK. And yeah, this is it, if you can see it. Can I turn it? No, I can't. I don't know if you can see that on the bottom one. I literally can't see where I'm pointing the camera. I really hope it's... anyway, I hope you can see that, the bottom one. So we baby danced on that night, the next night, and the following morning. But obviously I've got blocked tubes, so I can't conceive naturally, and they've pretty much told me that... They told me the other week that it was just the part of the tube that is near the uterus, whereas I thought it was a whole tube that was out, but it's just there on both sides. Must be because of the scarring with when I had my op removed. It must be because of the scarring from having my bowel removed. So I don't know what the odds are, that sort of thing, getting pregnant, but some people are saying just do it, you know, you never know. There's been stories of people conceiving, so we did. It's probably been about 6 days or something, because I'm day 28 now, and it was day 20, so alright, so 8 days. But yeah, I won't be pregnant, but I just thought, why not? It was a bit of fun. It was kind of nice to see that I was ovulating anyway. Yeah, so that's that. And yeah, So just wait till my period comes, start my injections, and then we're all systems go. Quite exciting. I'm losing weight. I'm eating healthily. I'm on all the vitamins I can be on. I don't see that there's anything more that I can really do apart from the genetics, unless you guys think of anything that I could be looking into now before my transfer. Obviously I'm doing acupuncture, or will be, or hoping to be, because it's quite expensive, and yeah, obviously I paid a lot of money to do it my last cycle, and then thinking that it would be the one, and now didn't think about the next one. You do want to think about the next one just in case, but you don't at the same time. You want to be positive, but I'm hoping this one's the one. Fingers crossed. But anyway, that's my update for now, and yeah, that's it. Talk to you soon.